So I have my band now.
After all that?
Yeah.
All right, what is it?
I'm going to go with Fleetwood Mac.
Listen to the wind blow, watch the sunrise. And if you don't love me now.
That's pretty good. That's
I don't really,
That's unexpected.
I mean, basically because this whole conversation about, people leaving and not leaving or
they're a prime example
bands
about
breaking
that.
up.
Yeah.
Exactly. Lindsey Buckingham and
Mark's
Stevie
Googling
Nicks.
who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's got the Google now, bitch?
me. I was Googling trendsetter. What's funny is, look, I just downloaded this audiobook on Audible just the other day. It's they're
one of my favorite bands of all time.
Yeah, I would say I agree.
So
with
it's funny
that.
that you said that since I just downloaded this. It's like, oh, okay, cool. I'm about to learn more about her. What it is.
And here's the thing, they split off, multiple times.
The Wild Heart of Stevie Nicks by Rob Sheffield is what it is. Anyway, go ahead.
And they talk about. I saw a concert that they had on Access TV or whatever because.
Taylor Swift?
No, it was Fleetwood Mac. Stevie Nicks.
Fleetwood Mac.
Same thing.
Oh, you can't put those in the same
Fail.
I agree.
So anyway, with Stevie Nicks, and they're talking on stage about different experiences that they had in between songs on this program that I watched of their concert. And, basically they're like, oh, well, we used to play this song and, this song came from a situation where we split up and then we came back together or whatever, and we compiled this together to help explain where we were coming from.
Was that the Silver Springs?
No, this was after that. It wasn't a documentary. This was an actual concert that they played in Red Rocks or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was impactful for me, and I think that type of mentality and attitude that they presented on stage is trendsetting.
But time makes you bolder. Children get older. I'm getting older too. Well, I'm getting older too. So
Devin loves that song.
Oh yeah,
which one? What song?
Let my son listen to that
The
song.
Chain?
Yeah. That's one of my
It's
favorite
so
songs
good.
by them.
I mean,
He walks around the house. He's like, "You'll never."
break the chain up, break it. You don't love me now. You don't never love me again. I can still hear you say this. Never break the chain up, break the chain.
Oh, it's so good. You feel it instant. Tantric did a version of that. Have y'all ever heard of that?
I've seen them.
They've got some
That
good
was my
music.
first concert.
Oh,
was
really?
Creed and Tantric.
So Tantric, funny story about them,
Days of New.
and talking about people, right? So
Yeah.
talking about people who influenced the band and if they should continue and all those kinds of things. So Days of the New, when they first came out, he had a band. Even though I think maybe the singer wrote a lot of it, the band had a certain style, especially the guitar player, that added a lot. He left and they started Tantric.
I know the breakdown. Everything is gonna shake now someday. I know the breakdown. Tell me again, am I awake now, baby? You can find the reason that no one else is living this way. Yeah, living this way.
Yeah.
That's how that ended up split, and then the guy from Days of New just kept doing his own thing. And to me, I could really feel it because the guitar player especially had a certain flow to him.
Changed the
And
name.
Oh, I must have came in after the fact.
because they kept playing as Days of the New. That guy kept playing.
That guy kept playing.
Yeah. So they were like, I don't know how it really happened, but they had some kind of breakup, and so that born Tantric. And to me, I liked the Tantric stuff ultimately better than the Days of the New.
Now I'm gonna have to listen to both of them and figure out which one I like
Days
better.
I mean,
of the
Touch,
New-
Peel, and Stand is still one of my favorite
Can I like
songs
both?
to ever play live.
I'm on my hands. You are the one to abuse. Yes, I'm found.
Like I played that song live so many times in Core Factor, and it was always cool every single time. It was so fun. The people dug it every
Yeah.
time. And a wide range of people knew that song. Like young
it was on
people,
the
younger
radio.
people, and older people. Well, oh, I guess it's not that special after all. So just fuck off.
No, I'm saying that was our only outlet for media.
Yeah,
back
no,
then.
it
was.
was.
The radio. It was on the radio.
Exactly.
Damn, you heard it.
That's very true.
And if it was overplayed, I mean,
Right.
everybody heard it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, Stevie Nicks, that's a good one. What were you gonna say?
I was going to tell him Days of the New was back like Stone Temple Pilots when all that was
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah. Oh, have you
Early
listened to it all?
grunge. Yeah, I've heard
I think you
Days
have.
of the New,
Yeah.
but I think it was after Tantric started though.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know if it was before. or
Like
after,
we were a
but-
late bloomer to
Yeah,
Days of
exactly.
New.
Yeah, I'm not a true fan.
Exactly. No, he actually he wrote some Days of the New stuff is kind of cool. It's got this real Western
Yeah.
rock vibe, and the stuff he continued to do was pretty cool in and of itself. It was very niche, you know, and you had to be into that at the moment to listen to it. Where Tantric was more universal.
Speaking of
Just
niches. Anyway.
niches get stitches.
Stitches, I was about to say.
So I had somebody come to me at work. They were talking out in the other office, and they were like, "Well, Ashley doesn't like country music. She only likes this kind." And he walks into my office. He's like, "You like hardcore?"
Misdirected, I'm awakened, manifested into my head. I feel new pain.
I'm like, "Yeah, but I kind of listen to everything, so except country." And he was like, "Well, who's your favorite band?" I'm like, "Deftones." I was like, "What about you?" And he was like, "I don't know. I don't
Travis
really have
Tritt.
anyone." Yeah.
That's funny.
I'm in Rio. Anyway, I just
those,
hate
though.
that people like, "Oh, you listen to hardcore.
Yeah.
You must listen to these three bands."
Yeah.
You know, and they don't
Cradle of
think
Filth. You know?
Yeah.
Static X.
Step into a Slim Jim. Eat me.
He looked just like him. It was awesome. The
That's
singer.
funny, yeah.
So yeah,
you're-
the guy was like, "You listen to these three bands. Have you heard of this one and this one?" I was like, "Yes, I've heard of that. It's on the radio." And but they don't like most people don't. They don't understand that like you can listen to more than one type
Yeah.
of music.
Yeah.
It's not like all I listen to is hardcore all the time, and I'm so like
Well, is
you know.
was
Yeah.
that person
It's a big
our
difference.
I
age?
listen to like the stuff that we were listening to earlier, the fun songs, the classical music, the different things. Like I'm
Yeah.
not just one little.
Yeah.
niche.
So speaking
So-
of niches,
But wait,
Get
was
stitches.
that guy like kind of our generation age?
He's 25.
Okay, so
that's
he's
not
a
our
baby.
generation.
yeah,
He's a
it's
baby.
not. But when we were younger, remember there were far less genres.
Yeah,
So it was
yeah.
like, what genre do you listen to?
Right,
You
and that
know,
was the stupidest question
but
ever.
now there's like
There's so many
thousands
different
probably
segments.
even.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
say that. I wouldn't say
Factions.
that for genres.
Yeah, there is.
You think there's that many genres?
There's
Man,
a lot.
What, 5,000?
Yeah.
Not 5,000. I said thousands.
There's a lot more than when we were younger.
Yeah.
Oh,
in
yeah,
other words.
totally. There's a lot
So
more
that's
When
why
I
I
come
was
up with my
wondering-
great idea, I'm going to call it a 5,000.
Well, even like, here's a good example of like when dubstep first came out.
Mind if I put on some music?
I do not.
All right.
I do not.
I got this new dubstep.
What is that? I don't know what that is.
Oh, dude, you're gonna love it.
Oh, cool. I like this.
Wait for the drop.
I'm sorry, the drop?
What is happening? What? What is this? I can't hear you.
Oh, what is that?
The music?
I'm sorry, is that music?
Oh, yeah. Dude, that's the dubstep, man. That's my jam.
It was like, oh, that's really cool. And there's a new name for it because before it was trip hop with like
Right.
Chemical Brothers and
Yeah.
Crystal Method and all those bands.
Yeah, but
You
it's different than
you
trip hop.
No,
It
it
is.
is. That's what I'm
Very
saying.
That's why
different.
there's a new genre.
Right.
It's called dubstep.
Right.
Yeah.
You had your trance too, but anyway, and then that came out, and then slowly you could call it dubstep, but it started splitting into glitch hop and
Yeah.
trap.
Trap. I
Yeah.
love trap.
Yeah, it's just funny. You get.
I mean, I get that they kind of like group all that stuff together.
Well, that's what we're saying. They don't
group
anymore.
It out. Yeah, they tear it out.
Yeah, now it's more
Small-
specific.
The pie chart is in little bitty areas.
It's in 5,000 pieces. It just bothers me when people are like so focused on one thing.
Oh yeah, I know. Me too.
Well,
like
that
more
to
than
me, that tells
Maybe
me
they are
that they're
then.
not
Yeah.
even really a
They're
true
not
music
experienced.
lover.
you're not a true fan.
You're not a true fan of music.
Of music
You
in
want to
general.
listen to one genre. What the hell's wrong with
Right,
man?
but they like a certain sound. They don't
Yeah,
just like
right.
music.
Right, and they're not very. Their spectrum is not very broad.
I know when people ask me like, "Oh, you're a musician? What kind of music do you listen to?" And I'm like, "How fucking long do you
Music?
have?"
Yeah. Like,
Exactly.
yeah.
I listen to all
Like,
kinds
all
of
of
fucking
it.
shit. I listen to the crooner stuff, bebop, the old '60s classic
Swing.
rock, swing,
Yeah.
'70s, '80s, '90s.
Yeah.
Group those all out to new
Just
wave.
from the start
and-
of music to today.
Yeah,
That's what I
exactly.
do.
So me think, why waste time? Say lot word when few word do trick.
Yeah.
If it's a good song, it's a good song.
Minus
That's right.
country.
So next time someone asks, yeah, right.
I feel exactly the same
I
way
do
though.
too.
In
Old country is all I listen to, like old
I
school
don't.
country.
Yeah.
yeah.
Old school as in like the 80s, 90s. What kind of old
Yeah,
school?
well,
Old
yeah,
school
that's
would
true. What
be-
does that mean?
Well,
Because
for-
old school country to me is like the 90s because that's what I listen. We had to listen to it
So
because
Travis
that's what my
Tritt.
parents played.
okay, so not that as
Reba
much.
McEntire.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
like
that's
Reba
a lot.
McEntire.
Reba doesn't count though. Reba's everywhere.
She's the queen.
She
She
is the
was a
queen.
country slut.
She is a country queen.
Every home.
But I'm talking like Conway Twitty,
Oh, the
you know,
older stuff.
yeah, a lot
70s
more of
and
the
80s.
70s, early 80s, you
Yeah.
know, probably actually all the 80s, most of the 80s
Yeah.
country music, you know, it's real.
Like John Wayne.
There's right and there's wrong. You gotta do one or the other. You do the one and you're living. You do the other and you may be walking around, but you're dead as a beaver hat.
But see, I even like certain things from
Looked
like.
at me like I was crazy.
What?
So I even like
He's
some
a
of the things
trendsetter.
from like 70s, 80s, 90s, and some of the 2000s stuff. I
don't-
mean, there's a few songs.
There's a few from the 2000s, like I like Josh Turner, and but I mean overall, like, you know, somebody asked what kind of music I listen to, I'm like, yes,
Yeah, I know.
like
All
what
of it.
what not do I listen to?
Well,
I think-
speaking of niches, though, you know, I'm always looking for the new thing that nobody's heard yet. The
Yeah.
underground artist that wants to either get out or stay
Mark's
underground.
really
So
good.
you're a hipster.
Yeah, right.
That doesn't make me a hipster. But
Mark's
what I'm
really
saying
good
is-
at that. So if you're ever looking for something
I'm constantly
different,
looking for it, and so like you know, platforms.
we have like 25,000 songs in our
no
library.
kidding.
All
So
legal.
Yes, they were all purchased.
basically, like you know, platforms like Pandora, and they help me get some of that out there.
Yeah, yeah.
But
But then the next
they-
week it's on the radio.
exactly, and so I may miss something that's new and different.
Or not like it. Like that commercial I showed you.
Come along, catch a heffalump. Sit with me on a muddy clump. We'll sing a song of days gone by.
I don't remember.
I played it for her earlier.
You're gonna have to play it for me again because I
The
don't
Come
remember.
Along song.
He was probably, yeah, he was
She
probably.
was like, I played you that song, and I'm like,
He told me it was stupid.
and I probably told her it was cool the first time I heard
he was
it.
like, what song? I slept through it.
I was probably sleep deprived.